Hi everyone, it's me Leslie here with another video. Thank you so much for watching my video and thank you so much for subscribing. Today I want to do a quick story time about owning our scars and learning self-acceptance. So back in the day when I was in elementary school, I fell on my head 2 times. And so the first time was when I let a little girl pick me up to get some water from a water fountain, and she dropped me right there on the water fountain, and I ended up having to get several stitches on my forehead. And then a little later I had another fall. I was roller skating up a hill and ultimately fell down the hill and landed on a pebble. And so I want to show you. So right here I've got the scar from when I landed on the water fountain, and right here is where I landed on the pebble. And I'm telling that story because I want to talk about accepting what is. So when the scars happened, when the damage happened, my parents, of course, they freaked out. It was a scary time. And after things started to heal, they incessantly had me put on cocoa butter. All the way up until I finished high school, I was putting on cocoa butter. And so I never really felt comfortable with this scar on my forehead. I've realized over the years that it's barely recognizable. The scars are barely recognizable, and nobody's ever really commented on them or anything, but I know that they're there, and I felt uncomfortable with them there. However, as I got older, I just started ignoring them. And then recently I started thinking more about the scars. Like, I just ignore them. I don't mind like not covering them with a bang or a fringe. I don't mind. I don't have to cover them, but I just try to not acknowledge them. And a few months ago, as some of you may know, I wrote a book called Me, a book about self-confidence. And this book is essentially about kids owning their scars and accepting themselves for what they come with. And so on one of the pages, I decided to do something about my scars, just because. And here's the page I did about myself, but it's an indirect version of myself because the scar's on the other side, but it's a similar scar to what I've got. And so I'll read what it says, actually. It says, "I used to wear bangs in order to hide the 2 scars just above my eye. As you can see, I've stopped hiding them. I just tell myself you're always beautiful, regardless of what others say. As long as I'm kind, loving, and helpful to others, that's all that truly matters in this life." So I put my scar in the book, and what happened was something unexpected. Healing came from that. So I drew my scar, and I'd never drawn it before. I drew my scar, I colored it, and I paid close attention to the pattern that it had. And healing came from that. And I wasn't expecting it. And because I acknowledged the scar, and because I owned that it was there, I feel like something has been freed inside of me. Now, I don't mind if anybody notices it. Now, if somebody does notices it, maybe if they notice it, I'll have a story to tell. And now I even think it makes me look kind of cute, the scar. It makes me look different. And I never felt like that before. I never felt like it was okay to accept it. I never felt like it was okay to say, oh, this is, yeah, I'm not perfect, and oh yeah, that's cute. I never thought that before. But now that I've allowed myself to write about it, to draw it, now I accept it. And now maybe it would be fun if somebody asked me about it. How'd you get those scars? Now let me tell you about my scars. And so I want to finish this video just by saying, why don't we try owning our scars? Owning it, maybe it's not a scar you can see, or maybe we should try owning those things that make us feel uncomfortable. Maybe if you tell somebody else, they can't understand the gravity of how uncomfortable it's made you, but you know how uncomfortable that thing has made you. Why don't we all just try owning those things that have made us feel uncomfortable? Accepting those things that have made us feel uncomfortable. And what's amazing is what we'll find from owning those things that have made us feel uncomfortable, we'll end up actually probably finding that that's a thing that makes us unique. It gives us a story to tell. These things make us relatable. These things help us to have compassion for other people. And that's what I've found about owning my scars. And of course, these are just a couple of the many scars that I have, visible and invisible. But drawing them has healed these scars. I fully accept them now. And so I challenge anyone who's watching this video, consider owning a scar that you have, visible or invisible. I challenge you to own it, to accept it, to acknowledge that it's there, acknowledge its presence, and then watch it transform into something else. Watch it transform into something that maybe you enjoy talking about, or it gives you a way to help talk to others about something that maybe they need help with. So that's where I'm going to end the video today. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night, and until next time, bye.